Hi guys. So I've been really going back and forth with actually doing this, but I keep seeing more and more and having more and more conversations about this topic, so I am going to go over it since I keep hearing that we need to have a discussion about it. So people tend to get so wrapped up in social media and people's posts, what people say, what people are putting on their pages and stuff. And 9 times out of 10, it has nothing to do with anybody. People see stuff because they think it's funny or they were drawn to it, so they post it on their page. Why people are so wrapped up with that must be their life, that must be, a part of them and what's going on in their life, boggles my mind. Like, and then people seem to come at people and be like, well, this, and this. No, you're just looking at stuff and seeing stuff on somebody's social media page. You're making an assumption. So when people make assumptions, what does that say? Because unless you know that person on like a day-to-day basis, in real life, you really don't know what's going on in their life. I mean, how many people do you know who actually put like their real life relationships on Facebook? And then, well, sorry, bad example, because we have those people who do that and then we see all their fights and we see all of this and they're back together next week, which that's fine too. That's the way somebody wants to live their life, but it's not a healthy matter. They need, to find a different outlet. And a lot of other times people paint these pictures that make them look so picture perfect and life is great, when really that's not their life at all. So you always have to take social media with a grain of salt. My biggest thing is when somebody sees something on somebody's page and it triggers them. And by triggers them, I mean it's like a mirroring. And we see that in people all the time where people trigger us. And that's showing us something in ourselves we need to reflect on. Because somebody else's behaviors and what they have in their life and stuff should never anger us. That's their life. And we should not be upset or have things brought out of us in a negative way or envy or jealousy or anything of that nature. Their life doesn't affect our life personally. But when people do this, when they read things and see things on social media, it's the same concept. They're being triggered. And then they're like, well, that post must have been about me. Then we get into that part where it's, why did you feel that was about you? Are you having a guilty moment? Did you do something? Because that's the other way for it to be looked at. Why are you feeling that you need to reach out to that person and be like, was that about me? Because then that person will go on guard and be like, whoa, whoa. Is there something else we need to discuss? You have to remember, this is social media. And if people are making posts like that, that's passive aggressive and that's childlike. So if somebody's going to act childlike, do you really want that person a part of your life? Because normal adult relationships, people would have discussions and discuss these things because that's healthy communication. Not posting something and going, I hope they see that and get it. Like, what's the point of that? So the big thing is sit back, look at how you view other people's social media pages, and realize, do you really know that person? Does that person's social media page represent who they truly are? Or does it not? Because a lot of people use social media as just like an outlet, as, funny, joking, I saw this, I liked it for some reason, or I thought it could pertain to somebody, so I posted it. That type of stuff. Not their true, honest, personal life. Brings many questions to the table. It's like a fairyland where you can be whatever you want to be. Because then we could go down that other rabbit hole of how people get catfished and go on these dates, and what they saw wasn't what was presented to them. How many times does that happen? So, something to think about, guys. Happy Sunday!